We are roughly 3 months away from the start of the biggest cricketing event of the calendar, that is the ODI World Cup, which will take place in India. While India would be among the front runners to clinch the title, there are grey areas that would worry Team India. One of them happens to be the number 4 slot, which Shreyas Iyer uncertain. So the question is, why not groom Surya Kumar Yadav for that position, as he could be India's X factor? We'll discuss about that, the possibility of that happening, and what could be India's possible 11. And to do that, we have with us Jaideep Ghosh, who's a senior sports journalist. We also have with us Biswajit Jha, who is an author and an ex-sports journalist. We have Dhriti, we have Sunny, we also have Utkarsh. I'll start with you, Jaideep. Jaideep, you see, there is so much of uncertainty surrounding Shreyas Iyer over here. The guy has got
Right.
an average of 60 plus at number 4, so he is the obvious choice. Now, the fact that he's injured and there is too much of uncertainty over here, why not groom Surya Kumar Yadav for the World Cup? Because by the time the World Cup comes and Shreyas Iyer is not match ready, are you still going to risk playing him or play somebody who is equally good and could be India's X factor? Jaideep, opening remarks.
Yes, I think so because I mean, if you cannot go into a situation where you don't know how your slotted player is going to pan out by the time you have to announce your team, because if there is any fitness issue, then that should be the first consideration. A man who's not fit right now, it not doesn't necessarily mean that he'll be fit in the next 15 days. So you basically have to look at options, and I thought Suryakumar Yadav would have been an automatic choice. I don't know why he has to be groomed for anything like that. I really think that this team with the kind of batting that we have, we need somebody who can really open up and attack all out, which is somehow missing now in the top order. And yes, definitely Surya Kumar Yadav is a very very viable option. In fact, I think he's a very inevitable option. I think I would have kept him in the 15 anyway.
Jaideep, you see, I also agree that Surya Kumar Yadav would be in the squad, but well, he'll be in the 11 or not is the question. If Shreyas Iyer is fit, that is. The question to you,
I
Biswajit, over here, Biswajit,
Yeah, okay.
what I would like to ask you over here is, if Shreyas Iyer is just about fit and he has not played a lot of games over the past 3-4 months, are you still going to play Iyer over Surya Kumar Yadav?
Ankit, it will depend on the particular situation. What is the exact situation at time during the World Cup or before the World Cup? If Surya Kumar Yadav is in the squad and if he plays well, so definitely he will have this edge. But you can never be sure from like 3 months before the tournament how it will pan out exactly at that particular time. And if Shreyas Iyer gets fit during the Asia Cup and if he performs well, then obviously he will be number 4. He will play at number 4. I think that whatever I have seen as Surya Kumar Yadav as the ODI player, he has failed to set the ODI stage on fire. That's why, and most of the time he played at number 4, number 5. I will rather prefer him to bat at number
Biswajit,
6.
just hold your thought over here, Biswajit. I get your point where you're saying that Surya Kumar Yadav has not proved his worth in the ODI format. Well, whenever Surya Kumar Yadav has got a chance, it has been probably because Shreyas Iyer has been rested or he's not playing. That is why Surya has got a chance. Now, if you give Surya a long rope, you tell this guy that, dude, you know what? You're going to play the next 12 or 15 ODI games that India is featuring in, and then we'll see how it goes from there. Trust me, the guy will do good. Biswajit, what do you have to
No,
say?
no. Yes, yes, that's exactly what I am saying. That he has been batting at number 4, number 5. That we have to find out that he thrived. Basically, he has thrived in ODI cricket. Sorry, in T20 cricket, and he thrived in the shorter format, shortest format rather. So I will rather I will rather bat him at number 6 when he will have to play 15 overs or 10 overs, 20 overs. This is exactly the situation where Surya Kumar Yadav thrives. Actually, that's what I am saying, that he should bat at number 6, not at number 4. And that's my main my objection to it, that he has
Let me
been batting at
understand this,
number 4.
Biswajit. Let me understand this, Biswajit. You are suggesting that Surya Kumar Yadav should bat at number 6. Is that
Yes,
what you're suggesting over here?
yes. Because that is the T20 situation. Then you will find it as a T20 situation. Exactly how T20 match is exactly is all about. Like shortest. It's like he will have 15 over or
This is not a T20. This is a 50 over format, and I feel personally Surya Kumar Yadav has the capability of batting at number 4. He has got
no, no.
quite a
He
few
has
players.
Ankit, here, let me put it this way that he has capability. I don't have doubt in it, and he has not been performing well at number 4. That's why it's an alternative thought that how we can take best out of him. I think that if he bats at number 6, then it will be a T20 situation for him, which is where he thrives in, and that's why I
But
want him
again,
at number 6.
but
I
again
am
at
not saying
number
that he
six,
will.
you will. But again at number 6, you will look for somebody who is capable of finishing the innings. Maybe a Hardik Pandya or maybe a Ravindra Jadeja, one of those guys. Dhriti, what do you have to say? You agree with Biswajit when he says, that Surya Kumar Yadav should be, batting at number 6 for India during the World Cup? Because this for me is pretty bizarre. Dhriti, but Biswajit,
So,
believe me,
well,
Dhriti, just give me a minute. Dhriti, just give me a minute. But Biswajit,
sure.
time and again, he has proved what I say is wrong and what he says is right. What do you have to say about that, Dhriti?
Well, here I'll totally disagree because you see, uh, so firstly, right now Suru Kumar Yadav is not too much in the talk that he should be there. But I believe that few performances you cannot judge a player on the basis of few past performances because he has delivered in a very crucial time. I mean, when India needs that guy, he was right there. So you cannot judge him on the basis of that. And when we talk about the number, so I don't think that Surya Kumar can give you that skill that he can finish for the team. He cannot be a finisher. That's what I believe. Keeping on number 6 will be changing.
You are not
Ankit,
audible,
you're not
Ankit.
audible.
Dhriti, even if he can finish games here,
Not
You're not
audible.
audible. I think.
isn't he better than just finishing games? Dhriti.
Ankit, I think you're not audible. You're not audible.
Okay, continue.
Yeah, yeah. Now you are. You have a
Okay.
point to make.
So don't you think Surya Kumar is way better than just finishing games in ODIs? Doesn't he have a bigger role to play? Riti.
See, it's not about, see, even a finisher is have that much capability and he has that much responsibility an opener has. So you cannot say that he doesn't have skill, he just have that skill to finish a game or something like that. That will be an unfair deal to talk about. But here we are talking about the style, like the way he has been playing. You cannot change his game and drop him into to the lower order and make him finish the game, and that too
And
in a
also, I
very
think we
crucial
don't have
match
a lot
with a
of time
slow
to
guy.
experiment with that. I
And
don't
that
think we
too,
have a lot of
this is
time
not
as well.
the time. Exactly, this is not the time when you keep on experimenting different combinations, because World Cup is around the corner. We are so behind here because it has been 10 years, so it's a very crucial World Cup for us because it's at home. So I don't believe that we need to try out these combinations.
सनी, हम तो कुछ और ही सोच के आए थे कि सूर्य कुमार यादव 4 पे खेलेगा श्रेयस अय्यर के जगह पे, लेकिन यहाँ पर तो बिस्वजीत जी ने कुछ और ही थ्योरी डाल दिया है, एंड विच हैज मेड ऑल ऑफ अस थिंक ओवर हियर. सनी, क्या आपको लगता है सूर्य कुमार यादव शुड जस्ट बी यूटिलाइज्ड एज ए फिनिशर? बिकॉज मुझे लगता है वो बहुत अच्छे प्लेयर है और 4 पे उसको ज्यादा मौका मिलेगा अपना गेम को दिखाने के लिए, where he can get his eye in, he can take a few balls just to settle down and get a understanding of what the pitch has to offer and all that. सनी, आपको क्या लगता है सूर्य कुमार यादव के लिए आइडियल पोजीशन क्या है? और अगर 4 ही उसका एक्चुअल पोजीशन है वर्ल्ड कप के लिए, then shouldn't the Indian board or the management start backing him? उनको ये बोल दिया जाए कि भाई अगला 12 से 15 गेम है, तुम हर एक गेम खेलोगे, आई मीन विद यू परफॉर्म और यू डोंट परफॉर्म. तो ये एक अलग कॉन्फिडेंस देगा प्लेयर को और वो दिल खोल के खेल सकता है, वेर ही कैन एक्सप्रेस हिमसेल्फ. सनी, आपको क्या लगता है? Can't Surya Kumar Yadav be India's X factor at the World Cup?
Ankit, first of all, it's too early to predict all this. एशिया कप है. एशिया कप से पहले हम और भी टूर्नामेंट और मैचेस खेलेंगे. So it's too early to predict all this. श्रेयस अय्यर की आप बात कर रहे हो. श्रेयस अय्यर हो सकता है तब तक फिट हो जाए. सूर्य कुमार यादव
नहीं
ऑब्वियसली
नहीं,
सूर्य
there are
कुमार यादव
clear reports that एशिया कप से पहले Shreyas Iyer is not getting fit, and there
We
are
are
also
talking about World
possibilities he
Cup.
might.
We
There
are
are also
talking about World
possibilities.
Cup,
There are
na?
also possibilities he might miss the World Cup. So अगर श्रेयस अय्यर चलो मान लेते हैं, अगर श्रेयस अय्यर फिट भी हो जाता है, श्रेयस अय्यर ने 4-5 महीना क्रिकेट नहीं खेला है, would you straight away play him in a World Cup game against Australia on the 8th of October in Chennai? क्या तुम वो रिस्क लोगे? और would you back सूर्य कुमार यादव जो आईपीएल भी खेला है, आने
अंकित,
वाले
अगर
दिनों
मेरे
में
रिस्क लेने से
12
कुछ
से
होता तो मैं
15
इंडिया के
ओडीआईज भी खेल
अंकित
सकता है.
अंकित
आई
अंकित
एम आस्किंग
अंकित
फॉर योर ओपिनियन ओवर हियर.
अंकित ओपिनियन सारा आप दे देते हो. मेरे अगर कहने से या बोलने से कुछ होता तो सबसे पहले मैं रोहित शर्मा को हटाता. रोहित शर्मा बहुत टाइम से फॉर्म में नहीं चल रहे, तो मेरा ओपिनियन यही है. ऑब्वियसली सूर्य कुमार यादव बहुत अच्छे प्लेयर है, बहुत अच्छी फॉर्म में चल रहे हैं. इंडिया के लिए एक्स फैक्टर, पक्का एक्स फैक्टर इंडिया के लिए सूर्य कुमार यादव होंगे. श्रेयस अय्यर होंगे या नहीं होंगे वो पता नहीं, लेकिन सूर्य कुमार यादव स्क्वाड का पार्ट जरूर होंगे. इंडिया के अंदर मैचेस है, इंडिया के अंदर उनकी फॉर्म अनबिलीवेबल फॉर्म के अंदर है, तो ऑब्वियसली सूर्य कुमार यादव श्रेयस अय्यर की जगह आएंगे.
उत्कर्ष, आपने सबको सुना, काफी इंटरेस्टिंग चर्चा चल रहा है यहाँ पर. आपको क्या लगता है सूर्य कुमार यादव का असली स्पॉट क्या है, और क्या वो वर्ल्ड कप में इंडिया के 11 में रहेंगे? उत्कर्ष.
सी मेरे हिसाब से सूर्य कुमार यादव वर्ल्ड कप के 11 में इसलिए रहेंगे बिकॉज हमें श्रेयस अय्यर का फिटनेस पता है. वो अभी एशिया कप तक तो वो पूरे बाहर ही, और उनके चांसेस भी है कि वो एशिया कप भी मिस करेंगे. तो ऑब्वियसली बात है, आप कोई ऐसे प्लेयर को नहीं चाहोगे कि वो एकदम स्ट्रेट अवे इतना टूर्नामेंट खेले जो एकदम हाई क्वालिटी लेवल का, और ऑस्ट्रेलिया के अगेंस्ट सबसे पहला मैच वो खेले. हो सकता है वो प्रैक्टिस मैचेस खेले, बट वी नेवर नो कि कोई प्लेयर अगर जनवरी से बाहर है फिर आईपीएल भी मिस कर रहा है, वो मतलब कैसे परफॉर्म करेगा प्रैक्टिस मैचेस में. और रही बात सूर्य कुमार यादव की, हमें सूर्य कुमार यादव का पता है वो फ्लोटर है, वो कहीं पे भी बैट कर सकते हैं. लेकिन नंबर 4 उनके लिए सबसे ज्यादा सूटेबल इसलिए रहेगा बिकॉज वो वहां पे अपना टाइम ले सकते हैं. जरूरी नहीं है कि अगर इंडिया अगर 200 फॉर 1 है 30 या 40 ओवर्स में, तो ऑब्वियसली बात है सूर्य कुमार यादव हम अपना ए गेम खेल सकते हैं. लेकिन अगर इंडिया को अगर नीड है कि वहां पे थोड़ा स्टिक करना आना चाहिए, तो सूर्य कुमार यादव को वो भी आता है. और हमने टाइम एंड अगेन मुंबई इंडियंस के लिए भी देखा है कि उनने मैचेस फिनिश भी करे, उनने होल्ड करके एज अ फ्लोटर भी यूज, अपना फ्लोटर वाला गेम भी दिखाया है कि एक जगह वो स्टिक भी है और फिर उनने एंड तक ले जाके मैच खत्म भी करा. तो आई विल से कि सूर्य कुमार यादव जो है नंबर 4 ही उनके लिए बेस्ट है, क्योंकि हमारे पास फिनिशर्स है. केएल राहुल रहेंगे फिनिशिंग में, हार्दिक पांड्या, रविंद्र जडेजा. तो अगर आप सूर्य कुमार यादव को भी ऐड ऑन करेंगे तो आपकी फिर बॉलिंग भी थोड़ी सी वीक हो जाएगी, क्योंकि अब आप श्रेयस अय्यर को भी इंक्लूड करें, सूर्य कुमार यादव को भी इंक्लूड करें, तो आप फिर एक पेसर को हटाओगे या फिर एक स्पिनर को आपको हटाना पड़ेगा.
Sunny, I saw your hand go up. I think even Riti wanted to make a point, if I'm not wrong. So Sunny, you go first.
अंकित, T20 वर्ल्ड कप ऑस्ट्रेलिया वाला था. अगर आपका और उत्कर्ष का एक पॉइंट था कि सीधा इंजरी के बाद अब इंटरनेशनल वर्ल्ड कप के अंदर नहीं खिलाओगे. ऑस्ट्रेलिया में वर्ल्ड कप था, शामी वाज इंजर्ड, शामी बहुत टाइम से बाहर था. सीधा ऑस्ट्रेलिया के अगेंस्ट प्रैक्टिस मैच में शामी को फीचर करा. लास्ट ओवर था अंकित, हम दोनों साथ बैठ के मैच देख रहे थे, तुम्हें याद होगा. शामी ने 4 बॉल पे 4 विकेट लिए और शामी वर्ल्ड कप के अंदर चला गया. ऐसा ही था. तो यू नेवर नो कि क्रिकेटर का कमबैक कैसा होगा. रविंद्र जडेजा का
तो क्या
कमबैक
सनी, हम लोग नेवर नो, मे बी नॉट, इस पे टीम बना है और इससे जाके वर्ल्ड कप खेले? व्हाट यू हैव टू से सनी? या फिर हम लोग एक सेट टीम लेके जाए एंड टेक द बेस्ट 11 गाइस?
अंकित, हमारे टीम बनाने से अगर टीम जाती तो हम टीम बहुत पहले बहुत सारी टीम बना चुके हैं, हमें पता भी नहीं है.
गिवन द सर्कमस्टेंसेस सनी, क्या आपको नहीं लगता हमें बेस्ट 11 जो अवेलेबल है दे शुड बी प्लेइंग?
अंकित, अगर ऐसा होने लगा तो हमारे पास वर्ल्ड कप आने लगेंगे ना, हम टूर्नामेंट जीतने लगेंगे. अश्विन को बिठा देते हैं. मतलब सीधी तो यही बात है ना. आप ये बोल रहे हो कि बेस्ट लेके जाना चाहिए, इसके अंदर आपका मेरा ओपिनियन काम नहीं करेगा शायद. तो बीसीसीआई विल डिसाइड कौन खेलेगा कौन नहीं खेलेगा.
I think Biswajit has a point to make over here.
No,
Yes,
Sunny,
Biswajit.
that's we don't have the power to like make a team, that we all know. But still we'll discuss. That is our job, and that's what people want to say. Not we are not alone discussing. Millions of people are also discussing, and they will discuss. It is obvious that when the tournament like World Cup is round the corner, so people will discuss. My point is, if Shreyas Iyer is in the final 11, then it's very difficult to find a place for Surya Kumar Yadav in the playing 11. I'm telling you. But during the World Cup, there are different combinations that they will try out, and we have to ready for different situations. Someone gets injured, so Surya Kumar Yadav will be in playing 11. That's for sure. But again, I'm telling you that where Surya Kumar Yadav has exactly thrived, where he has played well. That's why I am talking. I am telling that we need to give him a T20 kind of situation where he will find, because it is in the T20 situation he has played his best. So I am suggesting that let him give that T20 situation and take the best out of him. And again, I'm telling that if number six, probably it will be captured by Pandya. I think Pandya will be, and then Pandya is also injury prone. You never know going into the World Cup and how many matches he will play. So these are all situations. In any type of situation can we can face. So we have to be ready for every situation. Surya Kumar Yadav, and there will be two wicket keepers also in the 15-member squad that we have to also discuss. And knowing the quality and capability of Surya Kumar Yadav and Rishabh Pant, Indian selectors will always be tempted to select them. It will be obvious and they will select them. And Surya Kumar Yadav, best thing is that he is getting chances to play and to showcase his ODI form also.
Does anybody have a counter for Biswajit, or else I go to Jaideep and I ask him, what's his opinion on what Biswajit had to say? Does anybody have a counter? Nobody?
I don't have a counter. It's just a remark that I
Okay.
completely disagree. That I don't believe that Surya Kumar Yadav will play in the lower order, because you will not want to take such big risks, and you don't want to
It's
experiment
like
in a very
wasting
crucial
him,
match.
Dhriti. It's like
Yeah,
wasting him at number
it's like
six.
wasting him,
He's
and
way
it's
better
also
than playing
we
at
just
number six.
yeah, we just have one match, one ODI match, I think, before the World Cup, and you will not want to waste that opportunity. That opportunity is just so that players can practice, and the players can be there in the format. They can have that experience before the crucial matches. So I don't think that selectors will want. Or the coach will want Surya to be like, you can just go and try out a different position, which is completely, out of your. And one more thing
Comfort
I
zone,
want
yeah.
to ask Jaydeep, because he's again one of the most senior person in the panel. So I believe that the very very crucial, and there's a process. A player who is injured, he should first play domestic, and after that, when he he is performing there, and when you are sure about that player, then the player
Right.
should be picked in the national team. I mean,
Right.
that has been the ideal process. About that's how I think that Rishabh Pant should make a comeback. Like, he should
Right.
play
Right.
domestic, and then you should pick him in the national
But
team.
with Rishabh
But
Pant, you
right
have
now,
time, Dhriti. For the
that's
World
what
Cup,
my
you don't have a
question
lot
is.
of time.
Exactly,
Yeah.
that's what my
Yeah.
question is. We don't have that much time here, that
Correct.
our players are going to play domestic cricket. So what
Hmm.
do you think can be that selection process? Because directly picking those players and making them play in the national team will be really a risky task. So what do you
Agreed.
think should be the selection process here?
Well,
Right.
first of
Jaideep.
all, first of all you need to figure out if your injured players are given a fitness certificate by the board doctors. Now, the thing is that for that they'll have to first produce a medical certificate from the doctors that they are undergoing treatment with, which will thereafter be given submitted to the board. Then the board will take them to the National Cricket Academy or somewhere something similar, where they'll have to go through an entire fitness process, where the board doctors will then decide whether the certain player is fit enough to be included in the team or not. Now, I agree completely that that is the ideal situation, but you know the board, it not doesn't always work on the ideal situation. They might eventually cut some corners and say, okay, doctor's certificate is enough, and let's have this player in the 15. And invariably we've seen that several of these players later have again gone unfit and have to be dropped, replaced, whatever else. Normal process is this, that the doctor will give a certificate saying that okay, he's fit. Then the cricket board will take a look. The board's own physios and doctors will then go through the entire process of a fitness test. Then you have the yo-yo test, this, that, several other things. But that's all theoretical. In practice, I don't know how this is going to work. And coming to this whole lineup thing, I am a little. See, I am not completely dismissing what Viswajit has to say, but I am very curious to find out that if Surya Kumar Yadav bats at six, who bats at four? Now,
Nay,
this
Biswajit said that Surya bats at six, considering Shreyas Iyer is fit and he's playing number four. That is what Biswajit said, right, Biswajit?
Sorry.
Yeah, if Iyer is in that team, then we can try him out
Yeah.
at
So you
six
you
or
so
maybe at five, Jorida. Maybe at
so
five.
basically we are thinking that both Iyer and Surya Kumar will be in the 11, which I really don't think is going to happen. This is where you're really pushing it far, because obviously you'll have to drop one of the bowlers, which is not going to happen. I think ideally, see, the problem here is that unless we know the fitness situation, you cannot make any commitments regarding who's going to be in the team or who's not going to be in the team. Let's assume that Shreyas Iyer is not going to be in the team, then I don't think there is any argument regarding who's going to play bat at four. I quite understand what Vishwajit is saying regarding how he should be given a T20 scenario to get the best out of him. But for a professional cricket, I don't think you can have it in a custom made situation कि आपको जी इतने ही ओवर खेलने हैं. Could be anything. I mean, he could have a major collapse and he might come in bat to bat in the 12th, 13th over. So you'd never really know what that is. So any player should be able to adapt himself to the conditions. And if Surya Kumar is given the choice, if he's the man who precedes Shreyas Iyer in the playing 11, then I think four makes sense, simply because you get a little bit of time on a normal situation to get a little bit of a hang of the pitch, and thereafter maybe score. And you don't have to necessarily score in a 2020 format or a 2020 speed in a 50 over match. You can pace out your innings a little bit more.
But Jorida,
Still,
I think I think that actually the T20 he has not like adapted himself the ODI mode. Actually,
right.
that is the problem. I have found out that is the
Mhm.
problem. This is not the first stage, and he has time, ample time. Sometimes he's hitting out when it is not necessary. But we
Correct.
have if you observe his the way he got out in ODIs,
Mhm.
that it was the like short those shots were not necessary at that particular moment. So
Yeah, I
that's
understand that, but the thing is that is where your coach and your captain have to come in and put their foot on the situation and say that you will not play X number of shots like that. See, this whole process of curbing somebody's natural instinct is a little difficult. But if you're a professional player and if you've been around for so long, I'm sure it's not such a major transition. A lot of players are very good 50 over and 20 over players, and I don't see any reason why Surya Kumar can't be the same. Ideally, I'd still have him up the order.
Right. So, what we understand after, and now as we come to wrap up this session, what we understand is that Shreyas Iyer, there is a lot of doubt over his participation in the World Cup. So, the idea is it looks like Surya Kumar Yadav is going to be the obvious choice for the number four position. But for that to happen, we feel over here that he should be given a proper rope, not playing couple of games, and if he does not perform, you drop him, try somebody else. He should be given a fair opportunity. We can remind BCCI how many opportunities they gave KL Rahul. So now with the World Cup coming up, I think it's high time we back Surya Kumar Yadav to the hilt. Thank you so much for joining me on this session on India.com and Cricket Country. Stay tuned to this website for all the latest across sports. Thank you so much.
Thank you